changes are here, dear reader. Women have won the right to vote.
Equal rights for women have come a long way. Yet, equal funding in health research continues to lag far behind. Only 7% of federal funding goes to women's health research.
What am I doing to change healthcare for women? The work that we do here is understanding how the uterus adapts to pregnancy and how the very first organ that anybody has ever had, the placenta, forms. Pregnancy complications are caused by the inappropriate adaptation of the uterus to pregnancy often. And so there's an impaired communication between the maternal tissue and then the developing placenta. And this causes complications such as intrauterine growth restrictions, so really tiny babies. And another really dangerous complication called preeclampsia, where the mother develops high blood pressure in the second half of pregnancy. So these are both causing about 10% of all really, really dangerous pregnancies, so a really significant number. I think most people are familiar with organ rejection. So if you have a heart transplant from someone who isn't yourself, then your immune system will attack it. But during pregnancy, you have a fetus or a baby that's half not the mother. And instead of attacking it, the mother actually works to sustain that life. That is amazing, like thinking how can an entire immune system switch completely to do something else in order to sustain a life. I think this is driven from a systemic lack of investment in women's fundamental biology. We don't understand how the placenta forms. We don't understand how the uterus adapts to pregnancy. This is required for everyone to be here, but we don't know anything about it. And that systemic exclusion of even female tissues or female participants from healthcare trials only perpetuates it. So we really need to start at the very beginning. We need to understand how women's bodies work so that we can solve these gaps.
The 19th Amendment had finally passed. American women could vote.
It's not any different than thinking back to how crazy it is, the concept that women couldn't vote. We are not funding women's healthcare and women's healthcare research because of that same premise that things are okay, that there isn't a disparity, and that there is equal access. There is not enough knowledge, exactly. There's not enough translation. There's not enough awareness that these differences exist, that fundamental differences exist in between the biology of people with 2 X chromosomes and 1 X and 1 Y chromosome, and it goes through every level. If the general public doesn't understand that these differences are important and that they drive disease and that they drive health care, then the government can't.